Hey guys, we're at Camping World today and I'm here to pick up my fish house. As you know, with fish houses, axles can be one of those things where you need to maintain it. It's not fun, but it has to be done. Minnesota roads, it's always salty, things are rusting up and getting dirty, so it's important to make sure you take care of your fish house axles. There's nothing worse than being out on the ice, you're ready to go, you want to go ice fishing, but your axles are stuck. That's happened to us a couple of times now, and it's because we had older fish houses that just weren't maintained. And so we got some work done on it, and I have Cody here with me.
Well, what happened was there was some rust that got in between the actual spindle and the actual hub from the axle on there, and they get locked up. Once they get locked up, it can get very labor intensive. Okay, so on the outside of this spindle you have just this is kind of like your cap, and this is what's actually spinning. This is just basically to stop it from coming off. Bolt comes off, we pull this off, and then we have to pull this entire axle like hub assembly off of here, and then we stand it up on end and use an engine hone to go down, clean it up to where it's all new bare metal again. And then we actually cut grooves with a die grinder with a diamond bit on it, and then that allows it to move this grease through here freely. And if you look at the back, you can see where the grease is coming out on the back. That's what you want to see. You want to see even disbursement all the way throughout. And the same thing here, that's just making sure that you have grease moving. You run your jacks all the way down, and that'll hold the weight of the trailer. And then you can actually grab it by the leaf spring, and as somebody's greasing it, I always try to recommend kind of tipping it back and forth to allow it to get the grease where it's supposed to go.
What are the parts that you should be greasing like year after year?
Definitely, if you don't have multiples, I would definitely make sure that you have multiples of these greasers. So you just hook up a grease gun and grease it here. You could still definitely spray everything down too with like a white lithium grease just to protect it. I would do it probably once every 3 months, and then during actual fishing season I would pretty much do it every trip just to make sure.
Wow, okay. All right, we're clearly not greasing enough. Obviously, caring for your fish house and being one step ahead of it will help extend the lifespan of your axles so that you're able to ice fish for years and years to come in your fish house.
The biggest thing would be trying to make sure that these stay clean so that way it doesn't get like salt, dirt, anything else like that in there and rust it shut. If you're maintaining it and keeping up on the grease, it'll keep it flowing and keep it free.
There's nothing worse than when it's negative 20 degrees and you're tinkering around with your fish house and making sure everything works. I'm super happy that Camping World was able to fix our axles so that by the time ice fishing season is here, we're able to get out there and focus on the hard water.